See, now next topic, it is gynecomorph. Gynecomorph, it is first. Gynecomorph, it is mostly seen in insects, majority in moth, जैसे कि आपने फूड ऑपरेशन किए, बटरफ्लाई, पतंगियों, Drosophila melanogaster. In few insects, first meaning is this: what is gynecomorph? The half of the body Yes, very interesting. The insects, half body is male, half body is female. Why this happen? See, actually, we have learned this in human reproduction. One type of this sperm enter inside the ovum. The same type of this sperm is unable to enter inside it. But another type of this sperm is able to enter. Confused. Okay? Let me clear this. You know, monozygotic twins. Monozygotic twins means identical twins. चलो હું તમને એમાં એ કહેવા માંગુ છું કે at the time of the ovum formation meiosis happens. But think about that in abnormal condition. This is abnormal. In abnormal condition, the ovum is not meiotically divided. Ovum consists 46 chromosomes as it is. I am talking about human being. But if in ovum no meiosis results in 46 chromosomes are present inside it. But ovum is one, but nucleus are two. Each nucleus consists 23 chromosomes. So one nucleus it is fertilized with the 23 chromosomes of the X type of this sperm, and one is with the Y type of this sperm. Fine. Then we say that twins are formed, but twins are formed from the one ovum. But that ovum is not undergo meiosis. So here in gynecomorph this situation is also might be in last chromosomal pair, that is sex chromosomal pair, the one nucleus it is fertilized with the X type of this sperm, and another nucleus it is fertilized with the Y type of this sperm, and as a result half of the body is male and half of the body is female. And here the main point all are sterile, means infertile. Fine. And here you write that examples. Fine. Butterfly, moth, Drosophila melanogaster, beetles, wasp, here main cause is there. See, you also know that in some insects, exotype is also there. So, in some insects, the last sex chromosome that is exotype or the last sex chromosome that is X type, resulting no meiosis. So here one ovum is fertilized with the X type of the sperm, and ovum it is fertilized with here X type of the sperm or here Y type of the sperm, resultant in the formation of the half body of the male and half body of the female. Right? Okay. Have you heard about bar body? Bar body? Yes. Let me explain this. We have seen this bar body previously. Okay. This topic I want to connect with the amniocentesis. Okay, no problem. We will revise it. Bar body means total number of X chromosomes minus 1. Can you understand this? This topic I want to connect with the amniocentesis. Let's see. Bar body means on sex chromosome one extra strained material is present, and this is named as bar body. The bar body was first discovered by Barr-Beltram, named scientist. Barr-Beltram. He gave the term bar body. So again, bar body means total number of X chromosomes minus 1. So in human being, normal healthy male, no bar body, because in normal healthy male, one X chromosome is there, minus 1, 0. And in normal healthy female, in 23rd pair, 2 X chromosomes are there. Fine? So 2 minus 1, so 1 bar body is present. Fine? Turner syndrome. Turner syndrome, you know that it is sex chromosomal monosomy type of the aneuploidy. Turner syndrome is known as sex chromosomal monosomy type aneuploidy. So it is mostly commonly seen in females. So in female, no bar body. So in Turner syndrome, you know that female consists male characters due to no bar body. And similarly, in Klinefelter syndrome, the genetic makeup 22AA plus double XY, one more extra X chromosome present in the 23rd pair. So it is most commonly seen in males. So that one symptom is the gynecomastia, right? So now I will connect this topic with amniocentesis. You know that in amniocentesis, the small specimen of the amniotic fluid can be taken and identify the bar body inside. Fine? So two uses of the amniocentesis. One is to identify any type of the genetic disorder in the growing embryo. Okay? And along with that, we have to find bar body. So if no bar body, this indicates male baby growth. And if one bar body is there, female baby grows. We say like that. So please connect this bar body topic with the amniocentesis. Fine? So these are the two topics, granulomorph and bar body. Sex determination in Bornelia. When you see the Bornelia is in Bonellia, proboscis present. Proboscis is a gland. તમને ખબર છે કે proboscis એટલે એને શુંડ ગ્રંથિ કહેવાય. Actually, I hope you know this. Proboscis is mostly seen in Balanoglossus and Setcoglossus. Hemichordata, yes. Right? So, in female body, the proboscis is there. And this is oviparous. It is marine animal and it is oviparous. Egg is developed where? Where the egg is developed, according to that, the sex is determined in the Bonellia. See, I will write the two sentences here. Two sentences are, if egg is developed outside of the female body, female develops, and if the egg is developed inside the female body, male develops. So this indicates that some hormones or some chemicals are present in the proboscis which prevent the growth of female reproductive system. Some scientists searched that why this happened. Female માં જો egg develop થાય તો male form થાય છે, and female ની outside egg develop થાય છે તો female form થાય છે. Now this both these statements indicates what? That some chemical or some hormones are responsible which are present in the proboscis. It influence prevent the female reproductive system development. એટલે proboscis હોય છે તો female form નહીં થવાની. So in this way only you have to remember this. The egg is developed where? Fine. Now in chocatodes, in tortoise, if egg is developed in the atmosphere existing greater than 30 degrees Celsius temperature, female forms, and less than 30 degrees Celsius, male forms. But in crocodile, it is opposite. At high temperature, male forms, and at low temperature, female forms. Right? So this is temperature influence on the sex determination, and here hormonal influence. But along with this, in some cattle, see how the atmosphere is affected. How the atmosphere is affected on sex determination. In cattle, more number of twins are formed. In adults, more number of twins are formed. So here one possibility is that in twins, male as well as females are. So in twins, there is a most chance to formation of the male as well as female. But male forms first. Okay? In cattle, twins are commonly formed. So in these twins, male as well as female both are developed simultaneously. But compared to the male and female, male forms first. So here what happens when male offspring will be formed, right? Testes develop first. So testes secrete testosterone hormone. So this testosterone is now moved from the first developed male embryo to the umbilical cord to the placenta, and then come back to the umbilical cord and enter inside the female's embryo. समझो इजी है ट्विन्स बने છે કેટલમાં રાઈટ મેલ એન્ડ ફિમેલ બોથ કહેવાનો મતલબ મારો એ છે કે ફિમેલ ને સ્ટરાઇલ કરી દે છે તો females are always sterile. Why? Reason is this: male forms first, so testes develop earlier, testes secrete testosterone. So now this, you know that in the twins placenta is there, umbilical cord is also there, but in male and female both connected together, at the time umbilical cord it is divided into two parts. So one umbilical cord but two embryos are there. So from the male embryo, testosterone move to the female embryo and make it sterile. Okay? And this is known as sterile females in cattle, known as free martins. I want to explain this word in this topic, free martins. So, but male forms first. So, testosterone moves from male developed male embryo to female embryo. As a result, all females are sterile, and this is known as free findings. Okay, so these are the few important topics in this chapter. Right? Now, genetic valence theory. Given by Bridges, named scientist, student of Morgan. Genetic valence theory was given by Bridges, named scientist, student of Morgan. Sex is determined by taking ratio number of X chromosomes upon number of A chromosomes. During his experiment, he obtained triploid fertile melanogaster, which is triple A plus triple X consists genotype. During this experiment, he obtained the triploid fertile. So generally, you know that if diploid become triploid one. Okay, so one extra autosome and one extra X chromosome. Sterility will be there mostly. But here we found that this D. melanogaster is fertile. So now this triploid female is crossed with the diploid male. Triploid female crossed with the diploid male. And he gave the conclusion that Y chromosome is not responsible for male characters. So here I can write this triploid female is crossed with diploid male. He gave one conclusion: Y chromosome is not responsible for maleness. Fine. Now I can draw the one table here. Female, different type of ovum, and male, different type of sperm. And then we take the ratio. How the sex is determined? By taking the ratio total number of X chromosomes upon total number of A chromosomes. Clear? So sex is determined by this. Draw the one table here. Female produce number of ovum A plus X, double A plus X, A plus double X, and double A plus double X. See, you know that diploid female, double A plus double X is there. So it produces only one type of the ovum, that is A plus X. But triploid female consists one autosome, one sex chromosome, two autosomes, one sex chromosome, one autosome, two sex chromosome, and two autosomes, two X chromosomes. So many types of the ovum are found here. But only we have to take these 4 examples, and you know that male is diploid, so male produce A plus X type of this sperm, and male produce A plus Y type of the sperm. So you know that when A plus X type of the sperm fertilize with this, so this all the offsprings are female, right? This all the formed offsprings are females, and Y type of the sperm fertilize with this type of the ovum, all these are males. But we have to take the ratio here, so I can make the table here. So this 8 squares indicate 8 type of the zygotes, and due to the lack of time, for this I will give you the clue in the next lecture. But you only remember, see, take logic dora. Diploid organism लो, diploid, बरोबर? एमा normal female लो, तो normal female in Drosophila melanogaster, it consists the X upon A ratio, that is 1. Number of X chromosomes are 2, and number of autosomes are also 2. I am talking about in male, in female. So 2 by 2, that is 1. So if the ratio will be 1, if ratio is 1, then female is generated. So here two options are there. Greater than 1, less than 1. Greater than 1, less than 1. Fine. And if you think about the normal male, so what is the genotype? Double A plus X Y. So number of X chromosomes 1 and number of autosomes 2. So 1 is divided by 2. So the X upon A ratio is 0.5. So 0.5 ratio is there, male will be formed. So here in male also two options are there, less than 0.5 and greater than 0.5. So I will give you the clue for that. Fine. So here first you form the zygotes only. This table I will draw in next lecture again and then give you the clue. But here you fertilize only. Fine. So A plus X type of the sperm with this ovum, what will be formed? Double A plus double X. Fine. Here triple A plus double X. Here double A plus triple X, and here triple A plus triple X will be there. Is it clear? Now you take this sperm and fertilize with this ovum. Fine. So what is the genotype in this zygote? Double A plus XY, triple A plus XY, double A plus double XY and triple A plus double XY. So this all red color indicates zygotes. Okay, now you take the ratio. Okay, so number of the X chromosomes upon number of the A chromosomes. See, X upon A ratio is equal to 2 by 2 become 1. Here X upon A ratio 2 by 3, 0.67, that is less than 1. Right? Here X upon A ratio is 3 by 2, that is 1.5, that is greater than 1. Here and here the X upon A ratio is 3 by 3, that is 1. Now you form the ratio here. X upon A ratio is 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Here X upon A ratio is 1 upon 3, that is 0.33. It is less than 0.5. Right? Here X upon A ratio is 2 by 2 is equal to 1, and here X upon A ratio is 2 by 3, that is 0.67, but it is greater than 0.5. Yes, it is less than 1. 0.67 is less than 1 and along with it greater than 0.5. So how the sex is determined, that I will tell you in next lecture.